Yes, Ms. Sello.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioner. And thank you to Mr. Chaskasen for granting me the opportunity to address you very briefly. Chair, you will recall that Mr. Mkwanazi, Commissioner Mkwanazi of EMPD, had been instructed to appear on the 9th of March 2026. And on that date, I appeared together with Commissioner Mkwanazi's attorney, Mr. Kumalo, who is present here with me today. And on that day, the chair postponed Commissioner Mkwanazi's testimony to the 23rd of March. We have been in engagement over the 2 weeks in preparation for the 23rd. And we are reliably informed, unfortunately, Chair, that Commissioner Mkwanazi has a bereavement in the family, and the funeral is tomorrow, the 21st of March. We have considered these issues, and we are persuaded that it's only appropriate to give him sufficient space to attend to matters relating to the funeral as a very close member of the family. And as regards his possible appearance on Monday, and on this I go off the fact that the commissioners would appreciate that following a funeral of someone so close, there are certain rituals that must be performed. So that would not have made his appearance on the 23rd possible, although he could appear further in the week, say Thursday. Unfortunately, the commission rises on the 24th, as not sitting as the chair announced, and we considered the timetable and the first possible slot available without necessarily disrupting what already has been scheduled is the 14th of April. This date has been discussed with Commissioner Mkwanazi himself together with his attorney, Mr. Kumalo, and we are in agreement that he will be able to present himself on the 14th of April with no further difficulties. With your leave, Chair, perhaps if Mr. Kumalo would like to address you, I would like you to grant him the opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Sello. Mr. Kumalo.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Indeed, I did not repeat what Ms. Sello has already said. Yes, tomorrow Mr. Mkwanazi will be burying his mother, and unfortunately his state of mind is not correct at the moment, and without any further ado, Commissioners, I did not repeat what has already been said. We request the commission to grant the postponement to the 14th of April as stated by Ms. Sello as per our agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kumalo. The hearing of Commissioner Julius Mkwanazi's evidence will be on 14 April 2026.
Thank you, Chair. Most appreciated.
Thank you to you both.
If we may be excused. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Chatsworthy. Yes. Sergeant Nkosi, did you manage to find an answer?
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes.
I did manage to phone Mr. Lukukela, whom I was talking to that time. Yes. He just reminded the bit that we were talking about how he could have warned the deceased of not interfering with people's girlfriends.
People's what?
People's girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. All right, thank you. Yes, Mr. Shatterson?
Can I then take you to page 692?
File number?
Same file, it would be file 3. Sorry, file 2, file 2. Do you have it?
Did you say 92 or 93? 692 or 693?
692.
92, thank you.
You have it?
I have it.
There on the 1st of October 2023, you WhatsApp to Mr. Lekukela at the foot of the page, chats 5 and 6, photographs of vast amounts of cash in plastic bags. The big photograph will be on pages 808 and 809. Thanks, right.
You said the other one is on which file?
That would then be same file, 808 and 809. You see it?
Yes, I see it, Commissioner.
Why were you sending these photographs to Mr. Lekukela?
Okay, it was the photograph of a scene of crime that happened in Limpopo, where suspects were arrested in possession of firearms and this money.
But why were you sending it to Mr. Lekukela?
I was sending this to Mr. Lekukela because it was on social media, this one, I remember, commissioners. And then because of we, together with Mr. Lekukela, we usually talk about this kind of crimes, that I send it to him.
If you go to page 809, you'll see that the station is Sebayeng. Where is Sebayeng station? Police station?
I don't know, Commissioner.
And you'll see that the crime, the primary crime here is kidnapping and extortion.
That's correct.
So that seems to be a different crime from the one that you were describing in your answer. Now that you've seen Sebayeng, kidnapping and extortion, can you think again about what this related to and why you sent it to Mr. Lekukela?
Commissioners, I still stand by my statement. I usually communicate or talk to Mr. Lekukela mostly about this kind of things. even himself, wherever he is in his private life, when he sees something suspicious, he also sends to me. There is this thing suspicious, can you also check?
So were you asking Mr. Lekukela to make inquiries in relation to this crime?
No.
But then why send him what seemed to be police photographs of crime scene exhibits involving vast amounts of cash in plastic bags?
I think it was on the basis of sharing the information with him, because we usually talk about crimes and what is happening around.
Do you remember what the Sebayeng case involving kidnapping and extortion was?
Can you repeat that, Commissioner?
Do you remember what this Sebayeng case involving kidnapping and extortion was?
I remember seeing it on Facebook.
And what was it about?
According to what I see here is kidnapping and extortion.
Yes, but you say you remember seeing it on Facebook.
I'm still saying now, I'm saying to the Commission, according to what I see now.
Mr. Chaskalson is asking for the detail, not what you see here.
Oh, okay.
So do you remember what it involved, who it involved, what?
Thank you, Commissioner, for the clarity. I don't know details, but I know that there were people who were arrested.
And you weren't involved in the investigation or arrest in any way?
No.
How did you come by these photographs?
If I can remember clearly, it was in the media space.
So these photographs, you say, were in the media space, and you just forwarded them to Mr. Lekukela, if you remember?
I'm saying they might have been in the media space, but I did not investigate this matter. I did not even know where is this police station.
You see, I certainly haven't been able to find these photographs in the media space, and they look to me like police exhibit photographs. Do they not look to you like police exhibit photographs?
They do, Commissioners.
And is it customary for the police to release these sorts of photographs to the media?
I would not say that, because even with my case of Limpopo, before I could even get the official photos from the LCRCS exhibit, they were all over the news.
Can we go down then or up, because we're at 808, to 758 in the same file? You have 758?
That's correct.
You'll see on 25 October 2024, chat number 3, Mr. Lekukela sends you a message, send me that warrant of arrest. What warrant of arrest was he referring to?
If I'm not mistaken, it was that warrant of arrest of Musa Kaula.
You're not mistaken. That's what you sent him in the next chat. Why did he want the warrant of arrest?
Can I please maybe confirm first that it is indeed the one of Musa Kaula?
It is Musa Kaula. I can assure you it's Musa Kaula.
Okay. No. If you say that, then I can comment on that. The reason that I sent it to him, I wanted him also to notify me or notify the nearest police when he sees Musa Kaula, because of, according to him, then when he goes to his place of like in the pubs, especially there in Princeton, he usually sees him. I then took advantage of that and said to him, please, when you see him, the nearest police, inform them this is the copy of the warrant, or let me know.
But why was it necessary to send the warrant to him if he could just let you know and you could then contact the police?
I've sent him on the basis that if he could not get hold of me, then he must use maybe the nearest police officials.
What is the political affiliation of Mr. Lekukela? Is he an ANC man?
That's correct.
And was the tension between Mr. Lekukela and Mr. Mnisi in part because Mr. Lekukela was an ANC man and Mr. Mnisi was not?
Can you repeat that question? Sorry.
Remember, you spoke yesterday about conflict between Mr. Lekukela and Mr. Mnisi. You recall?
I recall.
And was that conflict in part because Mr. Lekukela was an ANC man and Mr. Mnisi was not?
No.
Can I take you to page 117, which is text from the... Before we get to 117, what was Mr. Mnisi's nickname for Mr. Lekukela?
Where is that? I just want, before I answer, I don't want to answer and get into trouble. So I want to answer and be clear.
I can understand why you don't want to answer that question without seeing it first. I'll ask it differently. Did Mr. Mnisi call Mr. Lekukela Mbungulu?
Yes.
So if we go to 117 now. In fact, maybe the place to start is the headline at the very bottom of 116. There you'll see Mr. Mnisi sending you a WhatsApp, which is a copy of an article which says, Tshwane proves governance can thrive without the DA, says EFF's Malema. And there's then a picture of Mr. Malema, and underneath it, Mr. Mnisi says, I'm okay, my brother. We're managing this guy, my brother. I just wanted to show you. Mbungulu will never win. And was Mr. Mnisi saying, we're managing Mr. Malema, I wanted to show you, look at this article, Mbungulu, Mr. Lekukela, with his ANC position, is never going to win in Tshwane. Is that what he was saying to you in this article?
Interpreter.
Lo mlayezo we-WhatsApp yokuthi uMnisi simphethe beqondise ku Mr. Malema ukuthi Mr. Lekukela ngeke awini.
Ngicela ukuthi uphinde ngibuzo kahle.
Umbuzo ubuqondiswe ukuthi ngoba Mr. Mnisi wathumela iWhatsApp, umlayezo weWhatsApp. Ngabe Mr. Mnisi wakusho yena ethi wa managing simphethe uMalema Mr. Lekukela ngeke awini.
Yes.
It may be a better practice for me to repeat the question when when it's so that the interpreter can translate in stages. So when Mr. Mnisi sent you this WhatsApp,
Lapho mnumzane Mnisi kuthumela lo mlayezo weWhatsApp,
was he saying we are managing Mr. Malema?
ngabe wayethi si manager umnumzane uMalema.
And I wanted to show you that.
Ngifuna ukukhombisa lokho.
And because we are managing Mr. Malema,
ngoba si manager noma siphethe umnumzane Malema,
Mr. Lekukela, in other words, the ANC in Tswani, will never win.
kusho ukuthi umnumzane uLekukela okusho iANC ngeke awine. Ngeke anqobe.
Ngaleso sikhathi beyangayichazi kanjalo.
At that time, he didn't mean that.
What did you understand him to mean with that WhatsApp?
Ngabe waqonda ukuthi usho ukuthini, uqonda ukuthini?
Uqonda ukuthi imbungulo sizoyiwina. Angifuni ukuhlanganisa inkulumo yakamnumzana uMnisi noMalema or ngibonakala ngathi ngivikele inkulumo kamnumzana uMnisi noMalema. Ngiveza ukuthi leso sikhathi umnumzana uMnisi makakhuluma bengimuzwa la ngokubhala kwakhe ukuthi okay mfethu he will never win.
I wouldn't want to merge or to understand that I was in support of that, but I'm just showing that the message was said that Mr. Mnisi was managing Mr. Malema and therefore Lekukela would not win.
Are you saying that when they say we are managing this guy, my brother, they are not referring to Mr. Malema, they are referring to Mr. Lekukela? Is that what you're saying?
If I answer it correct or I understand it correctly, I say that.
So that's why, because I thought I heard you say this message, the one at 8:17, you do not associate it with Mr. Malema, you associate it with Mr. Lekukela.
This is what I'm saying, yes.
Yes.
So Mr. Mnisi was saying, we are managing Mr. Lekukela. I wanted to show you Mr. Lekukela will never win. Is that how you read the message?
The way you wrote it here is how I understood it.
And how did the article relate to managing Mr. Lekukela?
I would not comment on that because even myself, I don't understand it.
All right. I want finally to go to page 698, well not finally in relation to Mr. Lekukela. 698. You have it?
That's correct.
And you'll see that on the 14th of December 2023, you sent Mr. Lekokela an invitation to General Sibiya's birthday celebration, and that invitation is at page 811.
I see it.
Why did you send the invitation to Mr. Lekokela?
I wanted him to go with me to General Sibiya's birthday.
And had General Sibiya essentially invited you to come to his birthday celebration with your friends, or friends who you chose?
He did not state whether whom must I come with. I just felt that I must come with this one.
And does Mr. Lekokela know General Sibiya? Are they friends?
No.
They're not?
Yes.
So you felt entitled to bring him to General Sibiya's birthday celebration, although he was not a friend of General Sibiya's?
You know, it's different the way you are putting it. You know, we males, we get that invitation, you invite your friends if you feel like going with him. This is what I did at that particular time.
You see, at the bottom of the invitation, it says non-transferable, attendance strictly by invitation. Were you aware it said that?
Yes.
But you thought that General Sibiya would be happy if you brought a friend of yours who he didn't know?
I didn't see a problem in that.
And as far as you were aware, Mr. Lekokela and General Sibiya just didn't know each other?
I knew General Sibiya, Mr. Lekokela knew me.
But they didn't know each other?
Yes.
Why did you choose Mr. Lekokela to bring as your guest?
I wanted to go with my brother, but on that day he was not available.
And was Mr. Lekokela your first reserve when your brother wasn't available? First replacement friend?
I would admit to that, yes.
I'm going to move to a completely different topic now, so unless there are questions from the commissioners. Can we go all the way back to your statement, which is in the small file, your statement file. And in your statement, you've spoken about mentoring Mr. Katiso Molefe in relation to motorcycling. And at Annexure S4, at page 4 of the statement, paragraph 17, you attach you refer to a series of documents that are attached. The fourth line of that paragraph, you say, proof of payment for Mr. Molefe's bike attached as annexures C1 and 2, and proof of the bike purchased by Mr. Molefe is attached as annexure G. If you go to page 16, you'll see a picture of the bike. You've seen it?
Page 16.
16, yes. And then on page 17, there is a picture of 2 bikes. Now, did you buy 1 or 2 bikes for Mr. Molefe?
I bought 1 bike for him.
And on the picture on page 17, which one of these was Mr. Molefe's bike?
I wouldn't know because they were still new.
I see. So, as I understand it, you bought a bike for Mr. Molefe, a bike for Mr. Msibi, and a bike for Mr. Mtakati. Is that correct?
That's correct. And a bike for Mr. Mutsumi.
And a bike for Mr. Mutsumi, 4 bikes.
That's fine.
I've seen records only of the 3 bikes, not of the 4th. What you say in your statement is that Annexure C1 and 2 are proof of payment for Mr. Molefe's bike. C1's at page 9, and C1 is an ABSA deposit slip for 200,000 rands cash, and it tells you that most of the cash came in 100 rand notes, some came in 200 rand notes, and a little bit came in 50 rand notes. And on page 10, there is a separate ABSA deposit slip for 100,000 rands in cash, all in 100 rand notes. You see that?
That's correct.
Now, I presume Mr. Molefe's bike cost more than 300,000 rands. Is that correct?
I confirm.
Do you remember how much it cost?
798.
And do you not have records of the remaining payments? Or when you made the statement, did you not have records of the remaining payments?
Of what, Commissioner?
Of the remaining payments, because you said proof of purchase of the bike is attached to C1 and 2. You'd accounted for 300,000 of the purchase price.
Yes.
So I've been through your WhatsApps, and I've extracted all of the bike payments I could find, and again, I'd like you to write these down as I go along, because I don't want, you can then check them out and comment at a later stage.
Yes.
So chronologically, they start on the 8th of October with your Annexure C2, which is on page 10 of the statement file, and that's 100,000 rands in cash. Then the next payment is the 23rd of May 2022. 23rd of May 2022, which is your Annexure C1 on page 9, and that's 200,000 in cash.
Okay.
The third payment I can find is 16 October 2023. That's on page 514, and it's 700,000 rands all in cash. 700,000 rands. That's also at page 293 of file 3, I would imagine. The next payment is on 18 November 2023. It's at page 515, and it is 200,000 rands in cash, and the cash deposit slip is at page 296 it's not file 3, it's file 4. These references to the deposit slips will be file 4, not file 3. The next payment is on 18 November 2023. It's at page 515, and...
No, you gave that already.
No, there's several on page 515. And the proof of payment in a bank in an EFT is to be found at page 297, and it's an EFT from a company called Mkombeni Transport. Mkombeni Transport. The next payment is also on the same page, page 516. It is 310,000 in cash.
The Mkombeni is how much?
So Mkombeni was 200,000.
Okay.
That was EFT. On the 9th of December 2023, there was 310,000 in cash. That was that was page 300 of file 4, where you'll actually see the cash deposit slip. Also on the 9th of December...
Sorry, commissioners. You said now number 5 was Mkombeni, and then what?
9th of December is number 6, okay. 310,000. The message, above the message it says NAZO, N-A-Z-O. But the deposit slip is at page 302 of file 4. Sorry, not 302, 300 of file 4. And the last payment I can find is an EFT for 150,000 on the 9th of December 2023. And that EFT printout is at page 302 of file 4. The WhatsApp is on page 516, and it is actually a WhatsApp that is sent. It is the only WhatsApp in all of these that is sent to you from Mr. Molefe, as opposed to being sent by you to Mr. Molefe. So those are all the payments that I could find. Are you aware of any other payments in relation to these bikes that I have missed?
I'm not sure about that.
When you say you're not sure about that, there could be some more payments that just weren't reflected in the WhatsApps.
That's correct.
What was the total cost of these bikes? You've mentioned the cost of Mr. Molefe's bike being 798,000.
That would be the estimation. I think I will be directed by the invoice from Water World.
Let me see if I can find an invoice to help you with. I don't have a reference to an invoice at this stage, and it wasn't clear to me. There were 4 bikes, you say?
That's correct.
And would some of these payments have been for different ones of all 4 bikes?
Yes.
Would all 4 bikes have been covered by these payments and possibly others?
That's correct.
Well, let me ask some questions about these payments. The first is, who gave you the EFT from Mkombeni Transport that you sent to Mr. Molefe? Who is the person who made the payment through Mkombeni Transport?
Okay, can you repeat that so that I must understand clearly?
Let's go back to that payment specifically. The WhatsApp's at 515. It's the WhatsApp at 9:51:50 in chat 3.
Which file is that?
That file is, it's file 2. So do you see chat number 3 from 18 November 2023? I think that there's more than one file too.
Sorry. 2 of
4. 2 of 4. You have it.
That's correct.
And then if you want to see the EFT, you need to go to file 4. And in file 4, it's at page 297. (297). You see it?
That's correct.
It's from Mkombeni Transport.
Yes.
And you sent it to Mr. Molefe.
That's correct.
Who gave it to you? Who made this payment of 200,000 through the company Mkombeni Transport?
It was my brother.
Please have it projected, but only if whatever needs to be redacted has been redacted.
It's in the original annexure file. The original annexures. Chair, we're struggling to get it. Can we proceed until until we have it?
Yes.
And is Mkombeni Transport one of your brother's companies?
That's correct.
And was your brother contributing to the purchase of the bike for Mr. Molefe?
He was not contributing.
So, on whose behalf was the 200,000 paid?
This 200,000, it was paid for a bike in Waterworld. The money was from Mr. Msibi gave me cash.
So Mr. Msibi gave you cash?
That's correct.
To buy a bike for him or to contribute to Mr. Molefe's bike?
Okay. It was being done like this. Mr. Msibi will give me money, then I'll go and deposit. Then after depositing, I'll send each and everyone the proof of deposit. So the reason I sent this one, Mkombeni, to Mr. Molefe, it was a proof of payment that it was paid to another 200. I think I've sent it to Mr. Msibi, Mr. Mutsumi, Mr. Mtagati, and Mr. Molefe.
But I see many occasions where you pay the cash into the ABSA account of Waterworld and you get a stamped deposit slip which you then send round to Mr. Msibi, Mr. Mutsumi, Mr. Molefe.
To everybody, yes.
And Mr. Mtukati as well. Mm-hmm. Why in this case did you do it through your brother's company?
Okay. At that particular time, I didn't have time to go there, and I had a cash with me. Then I asked him to pay to Waterworld. Then I'll replace with the cash that I had that time from Mr. Msibi.
So you had 200,000 rands in cash from Mr. Msibi. You didn't have time to get to an ABSA branch to deposit it into the Waterworld account.
Yes.
But you were obliged to do a transfer to Mr. Msibi, so you got your brother to do a 200,000 rands transfer, and presumably you gave the cash to your brother then.
That's correct.
Then, if you go to page 516, chat number 3.
Which file?
File 204.
Go on, 516. Yeah.
Mr. Chaskalson, are we going to hear who is Daddy K in these exchanges?
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Commissioner.
In these chats, the sender Daddy K.
That is Mr. Molefe.
I see.
All of these proofs are sent to Mr. Molefe. You'll see on the 310,000 rands that you sent on 9 December 2023, you sent the message Nazo together with the deposit slip. That's chat number 3. That's the only deposit slip that has any message on it. Why was that?
I think it was with regards to the payment of the bike.
Sorry, yeah, I know, but there are many payments. This is the only one that says Nazo. Is there any reason for that?
Not.
Not that you can think of.
Yes.
And then, on the same page, 516, you'll see the only payment that moves from Mr. Molefe to you, as opposed to the opposite direction, is the electronic transfer of 150,000 that's in chat number 5, and that you'll see on page 302 of file 404. You see that?
File number 404.
Yes, page 302. You have it?
That's correct, I see it.
It's from a company called Zinopindrana. Do you see that?
That's correct.
Do you know whose company Zinopindrana is?
I can't remember, but it might be one of Baba's companies, one of Mr. Msibi's companies, sorry.
I see, did Mr. Msibi have friends who were directors of his companies, or was he the only director of all of his companies?
I wouldn't be sure. I would not know.
But when you received this, you understood that it may have been one of Mr. Msibi's companies.
That's correct.
You see, if you go to page 175, which will be in file 3 of 4,
Another break?
Please,
Let's adjourn. Yes, Mr. Shazlasin.
So if I'd taken you to page 175, of file 3, I think it was, 3 of 4. You have it. And there you'll see that the only director of this company, Zinopendrana, is Mr. Siyabulela Sibande, the man who's saved in your phone as Galitos EFF spokesperson. You're nodding, that's correct.
Correct?
Now, at the time that this payment was made, which would have been the 9th of December 2023, Mr. Msibi was alive, was he not? December 2023. So would this have been a company of Mr. Msibi to which he'd appointed Mr. Sibande as director?
That's correct.
Now, can I ask you, I mean, the one thing that strikes me about these payments is that most of them are in cash and for very large amounts. To take an example, or possibly the most striking example, if you go to page 293 in file 4 of 4.
Go ahead.
You see that on the 16th of October, you deposited 700,000 rands in cash.
That's correct.
Now, and was that all from Mr. Msibi?
That's correct.
And if one, I mean, it's not clear from this deposit slip because you didn't photograph it, you didn't photograph the whole of the deposit slip, but as I read the deposit slip having regard to the others, you can see on the right that 30,000 was in 10 rand notes. 40,000, or 30,000 and 10 rands was in 10 rand notes. 40,000 and 80 rands was in 20 rand notes. You go to the bottom of the left, 58,550 would have been in 50 rand notes if it ends in 50. And then presumably 348,000, 6,000 rands would have been in 100 rand notes, and 222,800 rands would have been in 200 rand notes. Is that correct? Is that how it would have been?
That's correct.
So, take for example the 348,600 rands in 100 rand notes. That would have required 3,486 100 rand notes. That's a lot of 100 Rand notes.
That's correct.
Where did all of this cash come from?
Remember now, Mr. Msibi is a taxi owner, and he had more than 200 taxis, and usually his money was in a form of cash.
And this amount of 200 Rands and 100 Rands?
That's correct, it's from there.
Or was he a long-distance taxi owner as well as a local taxi owner?
He was the long distance, local and cross-border.
So he has passengers who are paying fares with 200 Rand notes. Did he keep money in bank accounts?
He kept it on safe, the one that I know of.
Did he not use banks?
He used banks, but most of his money was on safes.
I see. Can I take you to page 623?
Maybe before you do that, as a follow-up to your question, when you make these many payments in cash of huge amounts of money, doesn't Waterworld raise any concerns that you're paying in cash huge sums of money? Has that never been an issue?
It's never been an issue, commissioners, because before there was a payment, there was an arrangement prior to that.
When you say arrangement, like with whom and what was the arrangement?
The owner of Waterworld. There was an arrangement.
Between him and? Sorry to interrupt.
Between him and Mr. Msibi.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Can I take you to page 623 of file 2 of 4?
Six. Huh?
And can you get ready with annexure bundle page 193? You have it?
Yes, I have it.
You'll see on the 8th of August 2021, maybe we should start earlier. If we go up a page, in fact, all the way up to page 621. You'll see that you were WhatsApping to Mr. Msibi on the 6th of August. A series of, I don't know if you can identify what these documents are from the small pictures rather than going through all of them. I mean, I can take you to one of the bigger ones so that you can see. If you go to go up to 192, 192. Take a look at page 192 of file 3 of 4. So this is the first of those pictures that you WhatsApp Mr. Msibi, and then these are the sorts of them, and I think they call them spider diagrams inside police circles. Does that term ring a bell?
Yes.
You're showing connections between people and phone numbers and things like that.
That's correct.
And you see that there's a whole series of them that you WhatsApp to Mr. Msibi from chat number 6 on page 621 all the way down to chat number 3 on page 623.
That's correct.
And those are all WhatsApped on the 6th of August 2021. Do you recall why you WhatsApped all of these spider diagrams to Mr. Msibi?
I can't recall clearly why. I can't recall, but maybe as it goes, I'll remember.
Well, where would you have got these spider diagrams? Where do you get spider diagrams?
It might have maybe in my office.
They're usually from police investigations, are they not?
That's correct.
Now, why would you be WhatsApping to Mr. Msibi spider diagrams from police investigations?
I think it was taken from my laptop. I don't know what was it all about, but it was me.
Would Mr. Msibi have been entitled to see spider diagrams forming part of police investigations?
No.
So, was this a rare occasion in which you sent him spider diagrams to which he wasn't entitled, or did you do that frequently?
Can you repeat that?
Was this a rare, one of few occasions where you sent him spider diagrams from police investigations to which he was not entitled to? Or did you do that often? Did you often send him spider diagrams from police investigations?
No, I did not often send him this spider.
So surely then, if it was a very rare occasion, you would be able to remember why you sent to Mr. Msibi a spider diagram from a police investigation when he wasn't entitled to receive that from you.
That's correct.
So why did you in this case?
I'm not sure, but as I'm saying that, maybe as you go or as it goes, I will remember. But I'm not shying away from that question.
Well, I mean, maybe we should have included all of them in the bundle, and it was possibly a mistake not to. But if we go to page 192, you'll see, you will be able to see the name, or we can all see the name, which is possibly inappropriate. I think take it down. You on your screen can see that, or on your document can see that name. Does that help you to remember why you would have sent it to Mr. Msibi?
I would not want to lie. I would not want to lie. I can't remember. But as I've said, maybe as it goes, and I will maybe remember and think, where did it come from? You know?
I'm sure you'll be happy to know that it can't go much further from my side. I don't know why you sent it to Mr. Msibi, so there's not much I can ask beyond that. But
maybe before you move on, sorry, Mr. Chairperson, do you want to finish? Yes. At that page, just to try and understand this information, at 192, you have at the top, I'm just trying to understand the information on this page. There's a cell number there, and then you have a name at the bottom. Is it a connection of the cell phone number to the name?
Yes, Commissioner.
So that cell phone number belongs to this person?
Yes.
And this information has got their ID number. Is it, you say you don't remember, and so we have to try and see what plausible explanation there could be. You wouldn't have sent this kind of information from police records if Mr. Msibi was not interested in this information. That's fair to say, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so you sent it to him because you knew he was interested.
That's correct.
In this information.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Do you remember who this person is whose name appears here and what they may have been involved with that Mr. Msibi may have been interested to know about?
I would really not quite remember, but underneath I think it's chart 17, I see a vehicle there. It's a buggy, and it was taken from Sanral. Then I say to him, zoom the photo.
I think, I don't know if Mr. Chaskalson is going to be taking you through, this is at page 623, Mr. Chaskalson, that is referring to. I don't know if they're all connected. But are you saying, in my discussion with you, are you saying the 192 document that we've just looked at, that spider diagram, is related to that Baki on page 623? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying it is related, my commissioner. I say, as I said, I've sent him a baggie, and I remember at that time this baggie was hijacked.
His baggie?
His son's baggie.
Okay.
Was hijacked.
Okay.
So to answer the commission's answer, that I might remember as it goes.
I see.
But I could clearly remember because of this one was hijacked.
The same baggie that's in the picture?
The same baggie.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.
Unfortunately, we chose not to put all of the spider diagrams in the bundle, which was an error on our part, I think. But we should proceed. You can't recall. You think it may have been related to the bakkie that you think may have been hijacked from his son?
I think so.
Between the spider diagrams and the picture of the bakkie, there's one chat. That's at 617. It's chat number 4 on page 623, 6:17 in the morning, 8th of August. And that is a WhatsApp you send to Mr. Msibi of a bag of cash. And the bag itself is at page 193. You see it?
Which page is that?
So that page at 193 is the photo that you sent on the 8th of August at 6:17 in the morning.
That's correct.
Do you recall why you would have sent this photograph to Mr. Msibi at the time that you did, 8 August 2021?
If I could remember, that is not a bag, it's a jacket. It was Mr. Msibi's jacket, that one.
So that was Mr. Msibi's jacket?
Yes, a biking jacket. If you could see there on top, on the zip, you will see the emblem of Harley Davidson.
Good observation there, Sergeant. Thank you. You're absolutely right. So it's a Harley Davidson jacket.
Yes.
And why were you sending this picture to Mr. Msibi?
Okay, I was showing Mr. Msibi that his money was in my possession because of the previous night I was with him up until midnight. So he gave me money to keep on that day. That day I might be too drunk and these kids will take my money. keep it. Then the same jacket, I took it to my vehicle.
Sorry. Can you just repeat that? I think I lost you. You were with Mr. Msibi the previous night until after midnight.
That's correct.
He gave you money to put into a jacket.
No.
Okay.
He had a stack of money in his possession.
Yeah.
This is one of the monies, or this is the money that he had on
Yes.
that day. So as he was getting drunk, he said, "Hey, keep this money before I misplace it, or these kids take advantage of it."
So he was giving the money to you for safekeeping because he was drunk.
On that day, because of I don't drink, and he was drinking.
So he trusted you more than these kids.
I
Must have trusted you.
yes,
A lot of these people trusted you with a lot of cash.
because when you are a man of God, they know that you are honest. You can't touch their things without their permission.
Can I say, Sergeant, what is odd and curious, and maybe it's actually more than a curiosity, is that you have a very clear memory of that money picture and how it came about that you had this money on you. And you give detail. Mr. Mswazi gave it to you to go and put it in, and then you put it in your vehicle. And this is what he said. He gave it to you because he thought these kids will take it because he has been drinking. Now, that message you forward on the 8th, on the 6th of August at 1:35:50, and that's at page 623. But when you go back to 621, where we look at the spider diagrams from chat 6 on to the next page, 622, all of those attachments or pictures were sent at the same time. So the money picture, you sent it at the same time, so it must have been part of of one WhatsApp message because they all have the same timestamp on the same date. So it's curious that you have such a clear memory about that money and you don't have a memory of why you sent the spider diagram to Mr. Mswazi.
Yes.
It's very curious that you don't remember that. If it all happened on the same day and as part of the same transaction.
Yes.
You have to have an explanation why you remember about the money and how it came about, and then you don't remember why something is important. I think it's much more important that you sent the spider diagram, far more important than this money issue. And that about that which is very important, you don't have a memory. It's strange and difficult to accept and believe that you don't have a memory of why you sent this. Do you want to comment? Do you have a comment? Maybe let me ask.
Yes, I have a comment, Your Worship. Oh, sorry, Commissioner.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. There are instances that one can remember about them specifically because of I know why I do remember about the money is because of I know no matter how much he can be drunk, the one thing that when he wakes up is his money. Where is my money? There was my money here. So that reflects in my message that it might be possible to remember.
But you see, you don't just remember the money.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Apologize, I didn't mean to cut you short.
I also apologize to interject you, my commission. I was still explaining the other thing that I remembered about the park is because of it was hijacked from the most beloved son. So I remember because of he was furious about that hijack. So that is the reason I remember that maybe as it goes, I'll remember what was the diagram all about.
Actually, I think, Sergeant Nkosi, let me correct myself. I'll correct you first about the Baki. It's a completely different date. It's not the same dates as these pictures, even the money picture. So I think I've been unfair to you to put to you that you should remember everything. The money picture, the money picture is on the 8th of August. And the spider diagrams are on the 6th of August. So the dates are wrong, but I think the point still stands that it's amongst the most important things that you would have done in your daily life to take spider diagrams of the police and share them with Mr. Mswazi. And that you don't remember what it was about is it's difficult to accept, let me say.
Yes.
That you don't remember.
And I also understand the Commission's position. The reason that I remember about this park is because of maybe they are in the same line with this photograph. Not that maybe I'm being selective and avoiding things, but
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Chaskas.
If I can just possibly jog your memory, because I've now looked through all of those spider diagrams. They all relate to details of the same person who we saw on the first one that you saw. They relate to addresses, allegations against that person in respect to previous cases, occasions in which cases in respect to which that person was arrested. You've got the name of that person from the first one. Does that help you to remember why you would have shared it with Mr. Msibi? It's all about that person.
Which person now?
The person whose name you see on page 192.
Yes. Okay. I still maintain that I can't remember exactly, but I do admit the diagram. Because of the diagram, it states the case number, the particulars of the person, but I can't recall exactly which issue did we discuss with Mr. Msibi.
Okay. Perhaps what we can do is I can have printed out for you all of the diagrams, which may give you more detail, and then if you remember, you can let us know. Now, before we got to Mr. Msibi and the cash and the diagrams, we'd been dealing with Mr. Sibande, who was the director of Mr. Msibi's company, Zinopindrana, that paid 150,000 towards the purchase of the bikes. Can I take you to your chats with Mr. Sibande, which are the Galito EFF spokesperson chats, and to page 436 of file 2 of the last batch of files. So it's not 2 of 4, it's just file 2.
File 2. Huh? 1 second. What page is that?
436. And can I just say we're about to see a video of a murder, and so people watching on television ought to be alerted to that fact.
And even those watching inside here, those who are sensitive, may please leave the room. And how long do you think that will take so that people watching remotely may know when to come back? When to resume watching?
I've got a suggestion. I don't know, but I know I don't have a privilege to suggest. I think we must see it first here before maybe it goes there, so that maybe it might cause trauma to the families. That is me now thinking that it might maybe bring back the bad memories. Through you, Chair.
I think the suggestion is the same, actually. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
How long do you think people who do not want to view this
It is a very short clip. It's a clip of about 15 seconds maximum.
15 seconds. We'll leave it to the people to decide.
Sorry, I'm told it's 42 seconds. I'd underestimated.
Seconds, yeah. Maybe not watch for 1 minute? Starting now, or not?
Chair, can I suggest that we make it more than a minute, and that we will just, let's say 2 minutes, and we will wait afterwards?
2 minutes then, for sensitive viewers.
Yeah. So can we play this video? Okay, play it. Oh.
Jeremy, please. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Michaels. Thank you. Let's view it then.
Sorry, Chair.
Let us view the clip.
Can I suggest that we give the warning again, because people who switched off for 2 minutes will now be switching on.
The 2 minutes is not up, so they'll probably still not hear the second warning. But 2 minutes from now then, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think stop it. Oh, no, let it run because it's a replay, sorry. Do you recognize what that video has filmed?
Yes, I recognize.
And whose murder was being shown there?
Can I write it down? Because I don't know. Okay, no, it's fine because it's already there. It was AKA and Tibello.
So it was AK the rapper?
Yes. And his friend.
And his friend?
That's correct.
Were two people killed there?
Yes.
And where did you receive that, or how did you come to be in possession of that footage?
According to me, it was all over the news.
The footage itself, you could pull it down off the internet?
Yes.
Why did you send it to Mr. Sibande?
Because we were talking about it myself, Mr. Sibanda. AKA's friend is a nephew to Mr. Mtakati. As a result, Mr. Sibanda knew the deceased.
So the second person killed,
yes.
Not AKA,
Yes.
he was the nephew of Mr. Mtakati.
That's correct.
And were you subsequently involved in the murder investigations?
That's correct.
And are you at liberty to tell the Commission what has been discovered in those investigations? What have those investigations revealed?
I can't know as in now, but I left that investigation at the early stage.
You left it at an early stage?
That's correct.
And you were sharing this footage with Mr. Sibande because he knew the murder victim?
When I shared this video, I was not yet involved in that case. But I was sharing it on the basis that Mr. Sibande is also close to Mr. Mtakati, and it was something that was talked about, the sympathy to Mr. Mtakati.
This was an incident in KZN. When you say you were involved, does it mean the docket ended up at National Office?
No, we were working hand in glove with KZN police.
So it remained a KZN case?
That's correct.
Okay.
But it was an organized crime case as well?
That's correct.
Who specifically assigned you? Because there's a big team in organized crime. Who specifically assigned you to this case?
At that time, Brigadier Ramanga was the head of investigation.
So he's the one who assigned you?
That's correct.
Then you'll see that 2 days after you had sent Mr. Sibande that video, at the foot of the same page, you sent him a link to a clip on YouTube about Mr. Matlala. The clip is, you'll see it in chat number 6. It says, Tembisa Tender Tycoon, his mama cat, and their brazen blue light brigade. You see it?
That's correct.
Do you recall what that clip was about?
I can't recall clearly.
I mean, the clip's no longer available online, but it was about Mr. Matlala, the allegations that he was involved in fraud at Tembisa Hospital, the fact that Babita Deokaran had been murdered while investigating that fraud, and the allegations that that his then wife was using blue lights to take their children to school. That was the mama cat part of the story. Do you recall that article now?
Yes.
Why did you send it to Mr. Sibanda 2 days after you sent him the clip about the murder of AKA and Mr. Mtakati's nephew?
I don't know, I just sent it to him.
What interest would Mr. Sibanda have in relation to an article about Mr. Matlala's blue lights and his alleged link to Tembisa Hospital and the fraud that Babita Deokaran was investigating when she was murdered? What interest would he have in that?
I think his interest was on the basis that he knew Mr. Matlala, and Mr. Matlala was someone who also talked with Mr. Sibanda.
So, were you sharing it with Mr. Sibanda because you wanted him to be aware of the allegations against Mr. Matlala?
I think it was a matter of maybe gossip, if I can put it in that way. You know, like now I'm appearing, people who know me, they will say that, hey, I'm fry, or, you know.
You're prone to sharing things.
Yes, so is that situation like that?
But what we can say is that by February 2023, you would have been aware of these allegations against Mr. Matlala.
That's correct.
So you were aware that out there people were alleging that he was involved in fraud at Tembisa Hospital, that the investigator of that fraud had been murdered, and that he was also alleged to have abused a relationship with the Kuruleni Council to get blue lights on his vehicles. You're nodding.
That's correct.
Did you share this article with anybody else that you can remember?
I can't remember, but I don't want to close it there. I might have sent it to some other people.
I've lost my page reference, but I can tell you that you shared it with Mr. Mswazi on the 13th of February at 3:09 p.m. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Msibi, not Mr. Mswazi. Mr. Msibi. I'll get you the page reference, but you can...
I would not deny that.
Why would you have shared it with Mr. Msibi?
I think now the explanation would be because of at that time, Kat was the head of security for Mr. Msibi. I was informing Mr. Msibi that this is happening about Kat. You can't be seen associating with him.
So as early as February 2023, you were warning Mr. Msibi that he shouldn't be seen associating with Mr. Matlala.
Not per se, he shouldn't. Okay, maybe I put it on the wrong English. I was in a way just alerting him that is what is currently happening about Kat.
It wasn't the purpose of that warning what you said in your first answer, that these are the allegations against this man, you shouldn't be seen associating with him.
I must be careful with him, yes.
You must be careful about him.
Yes.
You must be careful about associating with him. Do you recall what Mr. Msibi's response to your warning was?
I can't remember.
But you were sufficiently concerned about these allegations against Mr. Madlanga in the first instance to refer them to Mr. Sibande, and in the second instance to refer them to Mr. Msibi, because you thought he needed to know them to decide whether he wanted to continue associating with Mr. Madlanga. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, these allegations gave you that concern in February 2023. That was long before your first meeting with Mr. Madlanga and General Sibia. Is that not correct? So more than a year before you first met with General Sibia and Mr. Madlanga together.
That's correct.
Did you warn General Sibia about the risk of associating with Mr. Madlanga?
No.
Why not?
I did not warn him.
But why not? Did you not think you should say, this man is alleged to be a criminal?
Maybe I was negligent on that part or reckless by not alerting him. I don't want to lie and say I've alerted him. I did not.
You did not. But certainly at the time that General Sibia says he first met Mr. Madlanga, there had been allegations published in the media that Mr. Madlanga was linked to fraud at Tembisa Hospital, was operating unlawfully with blue lights from their Kuruleni Metro Police Department, and may be linked to the murder of Babita Diekaran. You'll accept that?
Correct.
And as the deputy head of the SAP, the deputy commissioner of the SAPS at the time, one would have expected General Sibia to have been aware of these allegations, would one not?
I would not be in position to answer on that. Not that I'm avoiding the question, but I don't know.
No, fair enough. It's a question that belonged more properly with him than with you. You were aware of them. Yes, we've established you were aware of them. I think we have quite a long way to go. So I'm in the hands of the commissioners at this point. My guess is that we are between 2 and 3 hours away from finishing, depending on questioning. Commissioner Mkonazi from the EMPD, who was going to be appearing on Monday, is no longer appearing on Monday, so we don't have a witness on Monday. If the Commission wants to sit late tonight and finish, we can do, I certainly can do so. I don't know what Sergeant Nkosi's position is if we now have the day on Monday if the Commission does not want to.
We prefer to continue on Monday. Mr. Maleka, I see you nodding. Thank you very much. Let's adjourn until 9:30 on Monday. Let's adjourn.